song that was sung tonight. I have no other choice but to trust him. That's all I can do. I have no other choice but to trust him. And the other part says,
no, it's just a different
before,
cover.
he did it before, he'll do it again. He's the same God right now.
It's a different cover.
Same God back then. Yeah, he'll do it again, and he did it. And I thank
It's
him
not good, though.
that I'm able
I
to
just use it
stand
like
in
an
the house
iPod.
of the Lord in the presence of the saints and tell the Lord thank you for what he's done for me, what he's doing for me. I'm very grateful to the Lord for taking me through surgery back in October. And I found out in September, I went to the doctor for one thing. But I had been going to the doctor about 3-4 years ago because I kept having this annoying kind of pain in my side, and I went to the doctor and tried to figure out what was going on. They couldn't find it. She said it probably was fibroids, and as long as they're not bothering you too bad, you might as well leave them alone. So I told her I wasn't coming back until, you know, if they bother me too bad, I'll have them removed. And they bothered me. So I let it go, and then like 3 years later, the same thing kind of flared up again, and it kept getting, I would say worse, but more frequent. And I went to find out, how to find out what's going on. They did the x-rays, and they had done x-rays and stuff before, but this time they did an x-ray, ultrasound, and my doctor called me and told me they wanted me to do something else. MRI, thank you. MRI, because they saw something on the ultrasound that didn't look right. So went in, had the ultrasound done, and they called me, and I had the MRI done. And then I had an appointment to go in to see the doctor, and they told me that there was a growth on my kidney. The bishop, they showed us the film, the MRI picture, and let us see the kidney that was good, and the kidney that had the growth was like growing towards the inner side of the kidney, so it was kind of out of shape. So you could see the growth there. That came as a real surprise for me, but I guess I was kind of surprised and not shocked, but I knew something, they told me something was there, but I just figured, you know, something to be all right, it'll pass, go away or do something. I didn't think I would have to have surgery, but when they told me, Bishop asked them, was it benign or malignant? The doctor said 90% you think was malignant. Asked him what he's going to do a biopsy. He said no, because they didn't want to stir if it was malignant. They want to spread it and cause more problems, so they didn't do a biopsy. Just going to remove the kidney or a part of the kidney. They told me more likely remove a part of the kidney, this area just where the tumor was, and that's what was planned for the surgery, to move a third of my kidney. Instead of taking the whole thing, they have to remove the whole thing. I thank God because in the midst of all that, the Lord gave me peace in the midst of it all. He said, a peace that passes all understanding. I can't even understand it, because he gave me the words of the song. No fear, no fear, no fear. Just faith, just faith, just faith. No more mountains in my way. There is a brighter day. I don't have to fear. And they said not to be ashamed. No fear, just faith. I don't have to be ashamed. I don't have to fear. That was part of the song. And I said, the words, it was just for me. And that song played in my heart, in me. The words played in me night and day. It was a night and day in my house, night and day. And it was just got in me. No fear, just faith, just faith. And that's what I did. I had no fear. I had faith. I believed the Lord that whatever I had to face, however the surgery went, I was ready to get it done, to go. And like I saw you, it was either if he took me through it, or if he took me on the glory, I was in a place that it was all right. I had no fear, because he told me not to fear. Just have faith. And I believed him that whatever he was doing in me, he was going to do it all right. And I was going to be good with it. And I got myself prepared and got ready for the surgery. I got 3 weeks. I had to get myself together and give me time. I said, Lord, I don't want to go. So the doctor's going to call me and give me a date. I said, well, I don't want to go until after all bishop appointments. He had a lot of engagements and stuff this fall. And sure enough, appointments after all of the going. We went to Bishop Thomas, and that was the last one I went to. And that following, that same week, I went in for surgery, so the Lord worked that I was able to be there and to go, but he took me through that surgery. They wheeled me in there. You have to go through so many steps. You got to go through this proceeding and go through that and got to go through this, and by the time they finish it, they got you in their room and they hook you up to all those things and anesthesia and all that stuff, and before you know it, they're coming in there and tell you, you know, we ready, and before you know it, you don't remember nothing else, because that stuff will knock you out. You don't know nothing. They can take everything out. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. But like I said, I had no fear. I wasn't scared. I wasn't fearful. I just went on in there, and the doctors do what they got to do. And I found out before I had the surgery. I was talking to Sister Stringer, and I remember must be 25 years ago, when she had something wrong, and the doctor did something with her kidneys, and she had to have a special surgery done on her kidneys, and she was saying, talking about the doctor that did the surgery on her, and then I told her I had Dr. Dawes, Christopher Dawes. She said, and I said, yeah, I got Christopher Dawes, and he did the same. He was the same doctor that she had over 20-some years ago when she had a surgery done, had an emergency thing with her, and they had to do. Come to find out, Dr. Dawes did the same doctor did the surgery on her kidneys that was over 25 years ago. Wow. And I had the same doctor. My primary doctor recommended, he said he was a good doctor. I took her word for it, and then I talked to Springer, and she told me she had Dr. Doyle. I said, well, you know, to the high say, it must be God. And confirmation, it has to be God. You know, and I took that, and I went with that. I was satisfied with that, and I thank God that, like I said, he took me through it, but he took me through the thing I'm just so grateful about. He took me through with no fear. I didn't fear. I wasn't fearful. I just believed God. I just believed that whatever he was doing, they went in there and they took the tumor out, and he told me everything was, when I came back, the doctor came back to see me, in the hospital, told me they got everything out. And I was good to go after, everything was clear, and I went through my hospital stay, and the Lord blessed us with a big old spacious room, a private room that I ain't never seen nobody had in a night. I don't know how we got it, but I mean, we had a lounge area and a sofa and an extra TV. We had, it was extra, I don't know, just extra blessing, that the people could come and visit, family could come and sit down and lounge and sleep over, on the sofa, and had their own television on one side and this and that. So the Lord just blessed all the way around. Then I said, I must be on the right floor, because Mayor Menina was like 2 doors down from me. He was in the hospital for 2 months. I left him there, but I left him there, but he was in there. When I got there, and I left him there, but he was on the same floor, a couple of doors down from me. The Lord just took me through, and I thank God for, the people of God and for my family just looking out for me and taking care of me. But the thing is, like I said, I had no fear. God is with me, and he took care of that situation and brought me out, and I recovered and went home, and God just raised me up, and in no time, and I'm really doing good, I'm almost back to where I was, quite not quite. I don't have the energy like I used to have, and not quite, because I went to the store the other day, and I was so tired when I got back home. But it's getting there. But it's getting there, But I'm not complaining, because I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I believe I said before, there's an anointing for everything. Yes. And I believe God, he just empowered me, an anointing, and empowered me for that time. I needed that, and he empowered me, and he gave me that empowerment, that assurance that I didn't fear. I just went and got it done, and you talking about messing with your kidney, I said, my God, but God he was with me, and he just, like I said, raised me back up again. No complications, everything just went well. Anything could have gone. Folks have gone to the hospital for less than nothing and didn't make it back up. But God told me not to fear, just to have faith. I believed him, and he brought me through, and I am so grateful to the Lord. I give him praise, I give him thanks. I just thank him. Every day I said, thank you, because it didn't have to be so. If he tell you not to fear, don't fear. If he tell you to trust him, just trust him. Even when it seems like, don't understand, just trust him anyway. And then this part of the song say, if living life is fear, it's not living at all. If I have to live in fear, that's not living. And I don't want to be living in fear. when things come my way. And I praise the Lord today because he's bringing me and he's brought me, and I appreciate what he has done and what he's doing for me. You know, like I said, others have had surgery, but this is my testimony. A different testimony. Different people have had surgeries for different things. But this is my surgery. My piece of kidney that they took is my story. You know, that was mine. And I thank God, because if anybody ever told me, you know, they were going to take a piece of my kidney, I'm like, oh my God. But like I said, God is so good to me, so gracious, so kind to me. I thank him for his great mercy. For his great mercy towards me. Great mercy. I was kind of go through my 3 days, and you know, I was concerned about it, but God took me through up until that last day. Like my back started hurting a little bit, so I said, well, I guess my kid needs some water, so I better drink it. So I said, oh yeah, let me drink some. But the Lord took me through, and I'm so glad, because it didn't hinder me. Listen, my body belongs to the Lord. And you know, and he helps me whenever I need help. He is always there for me. If I continue to trust him, he always see me through. And I'm just so good. This is my story. And life and favor, that's my story. All through my life, it's been life and favor. And I praise him because of the favor of God in my life. Not because I'm something special, because I just trust him and I believe him. And every day I'm growing more. As Paul said, you want to know more of him, just getting to know him better in a better way. I have another testimony of what God can do for you if you trust him and have no fear. I praise the Lord today because I have no other choice but to trust him. I don't have any other choice. After all he's done for me, I have no other choice. I don't know what you say, but I have no other choice but to trust him. And I thank him for what he's done and what he's doing for me. This is my story. This is my testimony. What the Lord has done for me. He's done many, many, many things, but this is the latest thing of testimony, great things the Lord has done for Sister Washington. He's been good to me. And the people of God have been good to me. And my family has been good to me. I told her that, but I recovered. I think I recovered too quick. You know, like Evangelist Marvin said the other day, you recovered too quick. The good treatment stopped, you know. The good treatment stopped. You recovered too quick. Sometimes we try to go, y'all know I just had surgery the other day. I told Sister Gloria, you keep on teaching this morning because you know I just had surgery 3 months ago. You know, God has been so good to me. He just put me back on my feet so quick. My goodness. I said, gee, all this treatment just cut right on all this. You know, no more, like Benjamin said, no more food bringing, no more picking and listen. I tell you, you know, God is a good God.